EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Jaguars at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize himself.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they go play action now. Newman has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Newman.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Newman. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready. Left thing, 19. Watch left.
And they'll throw on first down with Newman.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, Don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Kalen Ballage with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
As that ball... got away from it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
19
Here's Newman to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st down, Newman. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And some room to roam now. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Newman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
On second and a long way to go. Lawrence. That ball complete to Isabella. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence able to find Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, here's Lawrence.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not... be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Newman's throw pulled in by Robinson here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Here's Newman. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing again. Newman. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Newman. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fourth down. Here's Newman. Dancing to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Newman. That ball caught by Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
ETN up the middle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw again is Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's Barkley on the counter.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Newman. And this is going to be intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, run through the post, and this thing could be over. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newman looking to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Newman, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, Newman. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Newman. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
On the counter, Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lawrence gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.